Hello and welcome to the Action Network's 2022 National Championship preview. One of many we'll be doing here at the Action Network. I'm Anthony Dabbundo. He's my good friend, Charlie DiSturco. Charlie, I think a lot of people expected Duke to be in this game. Everybody was playing the narrative angle of Duke is going to make the championship in Coach K's last year. But Carolina, they had other ideas with the 81-77 win, setting up what should be a classic final as well, the Roy Williams Bowl, as North Carolina will take on Kansas, who rolled over Villanova. What are your initial reactions? What did we learn from last night? And what are you expecting on Monday night?
Yeah, I think the biggest initial reaction from last night's slate was that, boy, Kansas is in a league of their own. They absolutely dominated Villanova. I had a feeling that without Justin Moore, Kansas would be able to dictate the pace a little bit more and get out to a hot start and eventually pull away, but I didn't expect it to be at the level that it was. Obviously, the three-point shooting was a number that probably won't be replicated in the national championship, but just David McCormick got whatever he want on the inside. Agbaji was absolutely phenomenal. The whole team just looked great defensively as well. And then on the other side, the UNC Duke game, I mean, that was just one of those classic UNC Duke games. It was just whoever was going to make the last shot, basically, it came down to, and Caleb Love's three to put them up 4 eventually was the dagger. I thought that once Keels hit that 3 in response late in the game, they'd win. But I mean, this is going to be a fun matchup. Two teams that love to play in transition. So I'm excited.
Yeah, and I think you made a good point about the transition. The total set at 153. So I don't think either of us are taking a pregame position on this. I have a strong lean toward Kansas at 4, but I would not play it at 4.5. I'm going to be looking to play Kansas live, and there's a few reasons for that. One, I understand North Carolina has played really well in the last month. They've been one of the best teams in the country since March began, 5th in defensive efficiency per Bart Torvik. But they've been a little bit fortunate from opponents not making a lot of threes against them, and they've given up a lot of good looks. Duke had a lot of open looks last night. They just didn't make any of them. Teams have only shot 26% against Carolina in the tournament from 3. And I understand it was a big win against Duke, but I think Carolina matches up really well with Duke because of Duke's perimeter defense being pretty mediocre. Kansas guards the perimeter a lot better, and McCormack is better in guarding ball screens than Mark Williams or Theo John were last night as well. So I don't think that North Carolina is going to get as many good looks. And even then, shot quality did say Duke should have won by 10 last night. So I hate going against the hot team, the North Carolina squad. I'm not laying 4.5 pregame, but I have a strong lean toward the Jayhawks, given that I think, one, we have an injury concern with Armando Bacot. We don't know what his ankle looks like this morning and how much he's going to be able to run, because he's going to need to be up and down the court a lot and guarding out on the perimeter and whatnot. And so I'm leaning towards Kansas. I think they're going to cut down the nets. But again, the market's sharp this time of year, and you're probably better off trying to get a live number if you can get under 3. Last night you could have gotten both teams at plus money in the Duke Carolina game, and you could have got Carolina as high as 8.5 on the live line plus. So there's going to be opportunities to live bet a game with a total this big. What do you think in terms of attacking this game?
Yeah, I mean, I think I totally am in agreement with you when it comes to the side as far as live. I don't like the 4.5, especially in a national championship game, in a game that will likely be close. I don't like laying that 4.5. I'm more going to look toward Kansas if I can get under 3, 2.5. Maybe they start out slow, which obviously didn't happen against Villanova, which was my same inkling. I was trying to get under 3 there, never came. I just think that UNC is not great in defending the transition. They're not great as far as defending the perimeter. And I think that those are 2 areas that Kansas will be able to exploit through Agbaji, through Jalen Wilson in transition, and just they have an athletic squad. I just think that this is a team that's too much. And then as far as the over goes, like you said, I think it's a little bit too high too, but I'm not going to be taking a pregame position because these teams play fast and they like to run and gun. And I think that that's the perfect recipe for a live over. National championship games tend to go under, big moments, and especially in like the conference tournaments tend to go under. In the last 2 games in the semifinals, I was able to get live overs, especially in the Duke North Carolina game, which started out incredibly slow. That ended up going over its pregame total, but I got it about 10 points lower. I mean, these are just 2 offenses that can score with ease. I think Caleb Love and RJ Davis, the way they're playing and the way Bacot has been playing on the inside, UNC should be able to score 65, 70 points. And I think that Kansas is going to be able to replicate their success from last night too. So, I'm going to look for a live over. I don't know what number I'm going to settle on yet. I'm just going to see how the first 4 minutes go, see if they are making their shots, if they're getting quality looks, because like you said, UNC's been giving up a lot of looks on the perimeter, and Kansas should be able to knock it down, especially if they're open.
Yeah, Kansas only 58 possessions against Villanova, the fewest they've had in a single game since 2016. But if the efficiency, of course, off the charts, cashing for over bettors in that game. There tend to be fewer possessions. It's a little bit priced in here. If I had to bet it in a pregame total, I would lean toward the under. I thought the under was looking good in Carolina last night. And then we had, 3 or 4 threes in a row that pretty much did it in. And then the fouls late. It's just very hard to get over 153 in a national championship game. With that being said, it should be a great game. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe all of our other content. For Charlie DiSturco, I'm Anthony Dabbundo, and enjoy what should be an excellent national championship in the Roy Williams Bowl.